All right, guys, welcome back. We are going to go ahead and jump into the objections and the rebuttals. So the last video talked about the 4 major categories as to a prospect's objections: no money, they don't think they need it, they're not in a hurry, and they don't trust you. All right, so we went over that. If you missed that, definitely go back and look at the 4 different steps of how to address an objection, because it's very important to understand the objection and how to attack it. And then now we're going to go ahead into a couple different examples. All right, so the first one, I want to think about it. You hear this, a lot of people hear it all the time. A lot of senior agents that have been in the field for quite some time have learned how to basically wrap a lot of these objections in the presentation. So by the time they're done having that conversation and talking, presenting, at the end, they're not getting these because they've learned how to incorporate that in their presentation. So the newer agents that are still getting these objections, here we go. I want to think about it. So Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, I found that when my clients say they want to think about it, it's because of one of 4 reasons. So at this point, paperwork is pushed to the side. I'm done presenting. They hit me with, I need to think about it, right? Now it's time to get to the heart of the matter. Okay, you need to think about it. Well, listen, the very first reason why a lot of people tell me that they need to think about this benefit is because what? You have more questions, right? So that's the reason why I'm here, so that I can answer any questions that you may have. And if you have any question that I'm not able to answer, I can go ahead and call Lincoln Heritage and we can get that answer together. So what other questions do you have? What else are you thinking about? That's the number 1. What other questions? Number 2, the price may be too high. So you want to make sure, is this price comfortable for you to get started? Or do we need to start with a different amount? And always remember that you can increase later when income becomes a little more comfortable. So is it the price? If they tell you, no, I don't have any more questions, everything was great, you were wonderful. No, it's not the price. These are definitely comfortable. They make sense. Third one. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think you needed to pay today? Most of my clients get paid the first, the third Wednesday. Which one is it for you? Most of the time I catch my clients right in that range right there. They don't have the money today. They definitely want it. They think that they have to pay right now. So they're just going to say, I need to think about it, right? So at this point, we can go ahead and say, oh, well, that's no problem. You want to start on the 1st? Great. Go ahead and go get your checkbook. I'm going to get the rest of this in order. When you come back, we'll call in for the verification. If that's not it, the 4th thing is it has to be me. If you filled out the form, we've gone through the presentation, asked the power questions, we got all of this information. I know I can feel that you need this benefit, and you tell me no at the end. It's not any more questions. It's not the price. It's not when you need to start. It has got to be me, right? So I ask them, listen, we both identified that you have a need, right? And we're able to fill that need. If it's not any questions, if it's not the dollar amount, and it's not your start date, it has to be me. What type of agent do I need to get here to make sure that you're protecting your family? I don't care, guys. It has happened. I've had individuals that stated that, yeah, they'd be a little more comfortable with a white agent. Whatever. I will stop, get on the phone. With our agency, we do have a group called GroupMe, and I have individual groups for my agency as well as different agencies, like we're all connected. And I can easily shoot out a message, who is near whatever county that I'm working in. And whoever responds, listen, I have a client, they're ready to sign, they'd be more comfortable with a white agent. Can you come over and help them? Bottom line, I'm going to split that commission because it was my lead. I did the work already, and the other agent is just coming in and basically just getting the paperwork signed. No problem. Bottom line is, I did my job. The lead, the client, was actually to be serviced. That's their problem, right? My job is just to make sure that they're taken care of. And again, I also got paid because I split the deal. So that's how we do it with my agency. All right? I want to think about it. 4 reasons. They got questions. The price is too high. They need to start on a different date, or it's you. Now, granted, sometimes you are just going to get those clients that are just broke, crazy, dumb, mental. Nothing you can do. You'll know the difference, all right? You'll know the difference. Moving on. I thought you were going to mail me something. Can't you just drop it in the mail? You're going to get that at the door. Sometimes you're going to get that when you're making your phone calls to the leads. And we have 3 different things that we say. So again, it's you want to say what is comfortable for you. First thing, listen, in order for us to be able to provide our clients with day 1 benefits with no waiting period, we are required by the state to see you in person to see what you may qualify for. Normally, it only takes between 10 to 15 minutes. If you're at the door, after that, you're going to say, where can we sit? I came all the way from Pittsburgh to go over the information, or, New York, wherever you came from. Where can we sit? Second thing, we receive many responses to these mailers, and we have discovered that everyone in your community has a different opinion on what a funeral should involve. We cannot begin to second guess your needs through the mail. Please allow a few minutes for us to share this information so that we can serve you better, right? Third one, a little more direct. This is one of the most serious and beneficial discussions you may ever have. And it deserves more than a mail order approach. When death occurs, we want to be here to help. That won't happen if we are nothing more than an address in a distant city. Let me step in for a few minutes to share some vital information with you. Where can we sit? Takes about 10 to 15 minutes. All right? Those are our 3 things that we would say to, I thought you were going to mail something to me. The next one. This one I get excited about. I have life insurance. Oh my God. As a new agent, I don't know how many times I used to hear this. I would come to the door and I would just be all excited and happy that somebody's even home. Hey, how you doing? I'm Christine from Lincoln Heritage. And they'll say, oh, you know what? Oh, it's nice to see you. I already have life insurance. Why do they say that? 1, they're reading it on my hat. They're reading it on my shirt. As to why normally when I'm in the field, I won't have a hat. I wore it today because it was so sunny and I just love the sun visor. But typically I do not wear the hat. And even when I have the shirt, I turn to the side. So that way I'm at the door here. They really can't see that life insurance. They know it's a work shirt because who's walking around in green, Nike shirts like this? But, well, some people might. But it definitely looks like a uniform. And I have a clipboard. You know what I mean? So they definitely can understand that I'm there for business, but they really don't know what it is, so they have to listen to me. So that is why I turn to the side. But guys, think about this. When they filled out the lead, they had life insurance 9 times out of 10. They just don't know what you're there for. There's people walking up and down the roads all the time, knocking on doors and soliciting and trying to sell. They do not know that you're there because they filled out a card. That's why it's your job to say, oh, I'm not, be excited about the life insurance. Why? Because that means that they understand the importance of protecting their family. My company, we're not regular life insurance. We're final expense. So it's different. A lot of individuals have more than one type of life insurance policy. It is necessary to have final expense, right? So I'm excited to know they have life insurance. That means most of the time they have a checking account, right? They have paid that life insurance for years, right? They understand the importance, so they're going to pay mine too. Oh, I'm super excited. So that is great. Most of my clients have life insurance. We're actually the cash benefit program and the family support services that you filled out this card for. Only going to take about 10 to 15 minutes. Did you fill this out for yourself or for you and another loved one? Right back to a question. Notice that I'm always coming right back to a question to get them off of, I didn't fill that out. Oh, I wanted something in the mail. Oh, everybody, it's no problem. Everybody has life insurance. We're final expense. It's regarding the information you requested. And I always turn and I point to the lead. All right. So where can we sit? 10 to 15 minutes? No problem. Get excited, guys. Objections are not a problem. They're not. In the last video, we learned that an average person is going to say no 5 times before they buy. All right? So they're just conditioned to just say no. You have to do your job. All right? All right. Next. I have too much life insurance now. I'm insurance poor. Same thing as what I just said last time. They were insurance poor when they filled out the form. Our job is to find out the need. All right? Agree with them. I completely understand. Now tell me, why did you fill out this form? Put it right back in their lap. The only reason why I'm here is because you filled out this card, right? So let me know how I can help you help your family. Was it because you needed more help on the family support service portion? You need help with your final wishes? Is that it? Okay. Because our company, we do have the final expense cash benefit, but then we have the family support service, which allows them to pre-plan their cremation or burial. So maybe that's why they filled it out. Again, asking the questions so you can find the need and then filling it. All right? And looking at this time, I don't want to have any issues, so I'm going to cut this video right now. When I come back, we're going to get into I'm really not interested. I don't like people just showing up at my house. I'm shopping around. I'll be busy for the next couple of months. My funeral is paid for, and I don't remember filling out that card. All right? So we will be right back. Remember, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe and hit the little bell so that it notifies you anytime that I post new content. We'll be right back.